Morning.
Hey people,
Morning,
Look
Lena.
how Nasheed. Look how hello, Cara.
what's up?
Oh, no, do.
We
Good.
are here. I'm still sick.
Yeah, I've
Oh
just gotten sick.
no, girl,
It's a
what?
bit chilly here, and I think the allergies.
Look
I'm
here,
all
wanna go get
stuffy.
some white rum? We're
Ah, I
reading,
wish. Do I have any
we're
white rum
reading
here? No,
Been
I
Nalo
don't.
Hopkinson,
been
Brown
on the
Girl in the
white room.
Ring,
I've been on the white room.
We need
and
more
the
volume from your
Duppies
car.
are among us.
How can we get more volume from your microphone, Carl?
Me, right? I don't know. Hold on, let me see.
That is better.
Clearly,
It's getting better.
is getting better?
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
that's
better,
better
better.
than when you
Okay.
started. Yes.
All right, cool. Yeah, I just had to elevate the laptop just to.
Okay, okay. Yeah, you still be a
Yeah,
little
you know,
soft,
get
but yeah.
some problems that go on with it.
Okay,
You know,
okay.
it's all right.
Use this, just you have to use the stage voice. Stage
The
voice.
stage, yes, yes. To the diaphragm, the
Right,
diaphragm.
as it were.
He just-
So I would just like to say, I would like to
Yeah,
go on the record and say
yeah. Come on now.
that though Brown Girl in the Ring was unread to me, something in my spirit made me advocate for this book. I remember all the first time I said, Miss Birds, fight it out. Miss Birds quote and say, "Only can't choose
Ah,
something happy on."
Unica aunt. Unica aunt.
we need a comedy.
And
Well.
I hadn't read it, but something. I mean, I'd heard of her work. I hadn't read any of her work, and I don't know
Mm,
something. So I just out of the list because we have more than one of her. I said Brown Girl so unread, and let me tell you, this is one of the
mm.
things. When I got to the end of this book, I was satisfied.
All right.
I felt satisfied. I felt like, yeah, I'm glad she wrote this. I'm glad it's in the world. I'm glad we're getting to read it now. But I also love the way that through a harrowing journey, I feel like she brought closure that was realistic. And closure when we feel in the language, but also in the whole she set it up. Because after the big drama and the showdown, just almost like the walking back into life with Ti-Jeanne on that journey through the market, and how after all the interactions and the time she laughed out loud, and she pointedly says things like, even though the heaviness was there, there was space for light. And there's another thing she wrote that, and it was like short sentence that kind of spoke to this healing that I felt in the narrative. And then when she got back home to discover that who she thought was dead were not dead, but alive, had risen, and was in bed. I thought, yeah, I felt the healing and the hope, and the possibilities. And I thought, yeah, because you took us through a thing. So we the reader needed the healing too. And I felt like she delivered that in a really nice way. So I felt very satisfied at the end of the book. I really did. So Dr. Hobson, big up yourself, big up yourself, big up yourself, your brown girl self, and this book you have given us. I'm grateful.
It's interesting you mentioned satisfaction because the last 2 pages is filled with a lot of food imagery.
Hmm.
And and I'm wondering how intentional that was and deliberate, especially when you call out the full name of a Julie mango, the St. Julian mango,
Mm-hmm.
yellow, layered on so thick it was like enamel. And then she
Mm-hmm.
mentioned in the honey and the cinnamon and all of these things, the orange zest, the scent steeping from the walls. And I'm like, all right, me feel hungry. But but yeah, I tend to agree with you. I think
But
this kind of cyclical nature.
all of this, sir, where you quote from this a while ago is from Sister Mine. That is not from Bird Girl in the
No
Ring.
man, no man, no man. Oh yeah, true. Magana sister mine.
Yes, the preview of Sister Mine.
Previous sister mine. Where me feel about is the satisfaction they mentioned is that cyclical, ending it with looking at the baby.
Mm-hmm.
And this idea that baby not no name yet.
Yes, she had not named the baby.
Baby don't name yet.
And there's some tribes that don't name children until they manifest in the world. So I know there's some native Indian tribes. Yeah, they don't name they name children based on how they manifest. So that's what them get. She who runs to water, he who they
Right.
deliberately because they say it's forcing an identity on the child. So some people name the babies much later when they start to show who they are in the world.
Personality.
Yeah.
I like it though, because this idea, it's because what you said some weeks ago, and we can't deny it, right? Those people who have read Walcott's Ti-Jeanne and his brothers, you're journeying along with Brown Girl in the Ring, and you're comparing the two. She doesn't shy away from it as an author,
No.
layering the similarities and giving us the quotations, all of that. And at the end of Ti-Jeanne and his brothers, I don't feel as hopeful.
No.
But here I feel hopeful with both.
But you know that hope.
And again, it's how you direct.
Hope wasn't really Walcott's tonic. That's not what Walcott was peddling. You know, him and his brother, they were not. Their plays weren't very hopeful. No, they weren't. But she also, in her acknowledgements, she says, she says Derek Walcott for writing the play Ti-Jeanne and his brothers, one of the first examples of Caribbean magic realism I ever read.
Yeah.
So yeah,
man. Peekaboo with Baby began playing. No, I really did love how it came to this kind of hopeful ending, because we got what we needed before that, right? We're fighting. We got the battle with the demon and the help of the Orishas. And it's interesting because the question at the back of the book is asking about the Orishas. It says, look up description of major Orisha spirits. Why you think Ti-Jeanne is chosen by like Bara?
Bara, yeah.
And it made me wonder how many Orishas they're about, and then them say
Holy. And some of them there seems to be a basic pantheon.
Yeah.
And in different cultures and spaces, there are different names.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's very interesting. There seems to be there's a setting, with the elements, war and metal and healing and water and but different names. And also, when you look at some of the illustrations that are different, it's very interesting. And recently, there's been some contemporary representations, and I found them all just fascinating and beautiful. That some modern takes when people learn about it on how them see Shango, how them see Ogun, how them see how them see Oshun. It's all really, really interesting.
How do we see all of that though because we can't ignore the infusion of again, yes, this is an apocalyptic time in Toronto. And then there's a whole section on Dr. Wright, right? Dr. Wright was keying in the hospital code almost before her halfway mind. And this juxtaposition of the scientific medical
Somebody explain that part to me.
Because that part, the heart is rejecting her.
Right.
The heart take over. The heart is taking over and rewiring her.
And she became Ti-Jeanne. That's what she became, right?
Mommy. Grosjean heart. She get Grosjean heart. Take over. Well, not become. Take over.
Become.
Shifting her.
No,
and
but
what
by the
seemed
end,
like a rejection.
It was. They kept making the repeat of that little sound. That was Grosjean's sound. Basically, it wasn't to me. Maybe I finished it a long time ago, but I do remember that. So by the end, it was like it was almost Grosjean in the doctor's. She was reborn in the doctor.
Yeah, it's like she got back her grandmother and her mother.
What is the doctor related to Ti-Jeanne? I don't
know.
And I didn't get that.
Utterly got the heart, right? It's utterly get the heart, the politician.
I think that to me that's more like a tongue-in-cheek thing, right? It's just like you think me dead, yours is politician, you have these policies coming that really go against my class of people.
Right.
And here it is. You get my heart.
to fix the world, right?
So, this is you need, it's that kind of another battle in itself, like a small victory.
Yeah. And almost like she's leaning into almost more ethical ways, because even her assistant saying,
Right.
what do you mean? What? As opposed to, of course, she said, no, recognize that people may not want to give up. Let's do it only if you didn't consent. If you
Yes.
opt out, then we can't take your body parts. And the guy's like, what? And then even about rebuilding the city, he said, remember how many other people have lost because they've pushed this. And she's like, but it's possible. So it's an interesting way. What seemed like a rejection was almost like taking over and rewiring her. And that was very interesting. And I didn't expect that. I didn't see that coming.
I didn't see that at all either. So it was
Yeah.
interesting, and it's the way it's put in the text. I think it's on pages 23, 234, going all the way to like 236. You get that explanation, and I thought, because there's a break, right, when she's talking about help me up, Jenny, a mother found lost and found again. This final shock was too much. Ti-Jeanne went into her grandmother's room. Jenny settled her on her side in the bed so she could feed baby as she slept. You look half dead, dear. I'll watch over you and the little one. Dreams took her immediately. They were meaningless, pictures only, floating through her head, no visions. And then we get this break, and we go into the whole situation with Dr. Wright and everything happening. So I like how that was dealt with structurally. It's separate, but it's like, oh yeah, this is needed to show another kind of victory for the natural way of doing things, for the intrinsic, for the spiritual.
Yeah. Even among those who don't believe it.
Yes, because I think this text is is a kind of challenge to, because when we think about apocalyptic, what does that look like? And so many people have written about it, reimagined that world. And I think I said this last time too. I love the use of the tower. Right, what name again? Is it TN Tower?
TN Tower,
in Toronto, because it is, it stamps exactly where this thing is happening, and then she gives a new meaning to it and its placement in the city, and what it can mean for how it can be used as a tool for something that is intrinsic as African spirituality, as spirituality that's coming from Caribbean spaces. Yeah.
And can we talk about Tony's re-entrance?
Stinking Tony.
Tony.
But him not stinking Tony again. Him not stinking Tony again. It's him repent, but also our girl Ti-Jeanne not hankering for him, not needing
it's a different,
not babying him.
It's
kind of you have to sort out your own salvation.
I don't know if he's fade. Would you say he fades into the background? I think when I read it the first time, I said it felt like, all right, we not really see Tony again. Is he being faded into the background because she has come into her own?
Yeah, and she had to fight that battle. Remember, he couldn't help her.
Right.
He had gone hiding with him tail between him legs and come back out now, band up because his body mash up, and
But even with his child, it doesn't seem like he's that important now. A connection to the child either.
He wasn't.
Well, except that now the baby is not rejecting him. Because remember, after the shift in the baby, after Dunstan's spirit went into the baby. When the baby was, and they were all waiting for when he touched him, waiting for, and the baby didn't. Baby's like, oh God, I can't accept you now.
So then that now made me think, okay, is it less of a fading away of Tony, or is it asking us some sort of forgiveness?
Could be.
Is it the hope? Because the use of the babies and children to inspire hope.
Right.
And a better us, So
and I think
we want to carry feelings,
Yeah.
and be on the side of Dirty Tony,
Yeah.
for Vidos, done.
Yeah.
Come out of the picture period.
Yeah.
How he's positioned here and where we see the baby giving a little
What I
nod
felt,
to-
what I felt was having for her own good reasons about who he was, and he talks about the drugs and stuff, the buff, and not telling him that she was pregnant, and then him finding out that he's his child, the child not wanting him and rejecting him, and now. Her hankering for him, giving the little piece in the barn and thing. But now, he's finished with him on that level. But it seems like she will not block him from being in the baby's life, and the baby is also accepting him. It's just almost like, I'm not into you that way anymore, but I'm not going to block you from your child, and your child is now also not reeling up when you touch him.
Did Dunstan leave the child?
Well, that's never said that. No, it's never said. Once it goes in, there's nothing said about it leaving.
So the baby is still possessed.
That's the part. That's the part two, Michael.
But possessed of a good spirit. Remember, Dunstan was a good man.
Possession of possession. Anyway.
Possession of possession.
But aren't we all possessed?
But you want remember what phrase go? Walk good. What the second part of it leave out?
I make good dopey walk with you. Good dopey walk with you.
Yes.
Walk with you.
About that part,
in you.
Well, I mean, if you're holding on to the ancestor theme, we're all possessed because we're never alone. The ancestors are always with us.
I appear as one, but come as many.
That's right.
That's another point.
Tell me, Maya Angelou said when she go in a room, come with me. She said, come call them. Come with me.
Me call them all the time. Come.
Come with me.
Come ancestor, yeah, come with me.
Yeah, but there's possessed by and there's possessed of.
Right. but also,
come in, grandma. Come in.
Yeah, but also that and when you look at into the beliefs, how much of whether it's our understanding are we taught from other cultures that things were just so in one space. It's like, well, no, that's so and so and so in another space. And so the same thing where some people say, so even that, you finding out what it all means for you in your level in your life is important so you can live it and own it. It's interesting. So I love that, Mike, possessed by, possessed of, channeling, walking with, calling onto yourself, because that's a whole thing about shielding yourself and protecting yourself from unclean spirit and thing. And even I've had some people say, guide people, like if you're susceptible, what you can do, like when there's drumming or whatever. So some people have to not go into the inner circle, stay on the outskirts, because some people, and even how some master drummers know how to drum dancers out of Maya and how to shift the rhythm when them know it. So even that, when you understand your thing and who you are, you can navigate it. Yeah. And it's a powerful thing and very important thing, because who you're walking with. Walking with you on whatever level, when we enter spaces, who do we feel is with us? Who are we channeling? Who are we calling on? Yeah, is a powerful thing. I was very, very, very,
and that's
for our ancestors,
that thing as well of in chapter 12, when she decided to call on all of these Orishas, which her Orisha was like, don't do that. Don't usually do that. Don't do it again.
Yes, and I love that he said, because he said something that very few people can do. Don't do it again, because it seems like on a level that's what happened to Ti-Jeanne, to her mother. Her mother took on too much and it mattered her, or her mother wasn't ready, and it's what sent her mad. So he's warned her that she is a stronger vessel, clearly. And I want to quickly read, because there's something. So one of the things that there's a beauty in the language amidst the horror that I think she that Nala mastered in the telling in that section. So I want to read a bit. She says, Ti-Jeanne was facing one of the windows that ringed the observation deck. So it was she who saw the flash of white light flash of white light flower in the night sky, zigzag down and strike the glass. The building flashed into the negative against her abused retinas. Black flared to blinding white, color to dead black. The structure of the tower creaked. Outside in the miles-high air, Shango Lord Thunder drummed his rhythm while Oya of the Storm flashed and shattered the air like knives. Ti-Jeanne had an impression of an ecstatic woman's features, silver dreadlocks tossing wildly as she danced around a huge, muscled, graceful man who clasped a tall drum between his knees. The lightning flashes crawled, whipping around the length of the tower. The first of the oldest ones had arrived. Then she goes through the rain pelting down. So she goes through that and she talks about beautiful Imanja, water goddess both, anger terrible on their earthly faces. Then she liquid, Crack groaned, his body twisted. His skin erupted into suppurating sores. Ti-Jeanne could see the halo of the sky inhabiting his head, overpowering his own spirit. Shakpana, lord of disease. Crack reached a palsied hand to Barry for help. At Shakpana Crack's touch, pus-filled boo-boos blossomed on the other man's body. Barry trembled, clutched at his own throat and fell dead to the ground. His corpse began to swell immediately with putrefaction. Oshun wrinkled her nose in distaste and fanned her face with the intricate cutwork fan she was holding. Look here now, look here. Language and how she interweaves the macabre with the majestic, the beauty and the grace with the sword. I'm like, woman, you decided to write a thing.
And it's,
I read that section like 3 times. I'm like, wow. Just the use of language in that section alone is masterful.
What it shows for me too is where some people's power comes through weaponry and what we know of weaponry as machine gun or swords and things. This is dance, this is movement, this is performative, this is performance, right? This is calling on nature, right? The power of water, but also it's aesthetics. There is a choreography at work that is what is prevailing. That's the weaponry. And when we think about you think about the Caribbean and our influence, the whining notwithstanding today on
I was about to say that. I was about to say that because every year there is the conversation around what carnival is and what it was supposed to be. Where's the cultural significance? Is it just this whining thing? And then you have this thing of what this entire thing is resistance. And for the slaves, the enslaved people, the whining and the revelry and the costuming.
And Jamet, Jab, the black, all of those things.
Resistance, powering over everyone.
Resistance. And the being allowed to celebrate it in that moment. So you go hard because when you go back, it's back to the whipping and the enslavement. So it is, and as you say, it's become something else on display. But when you trace it back, it's like it was always about Siwia.
It was always about that.
Siwia, you can't defeat with Siwia.
And the Juve, I don't remember the actual name, but the Juve coming from whichever French word. It's a festival, and they were all in costumes. And when the enslaved people got the break to mimic it, obviously they don't have costumes. They had oil, had paint.
Yeah, or they had the old rejected things, which they then Africanized or satirized, and made into something else,
Yes. So all of that was this, it's the resistance of it, which is, it's how very West African of us.
Yes.
And that's the thing.
The Canboulay riot.
Yep.
I love that her Orisha was posing as a jab the whole time. The whole time, just there with her, and it's not until she called everybody she realized exactly who the jab was.
Yeah. And when he comes back and talks to her and says, "Look here, don't do that again."
Don't
It's
lie.
a good thing, but don't do it again because it will take you out. Yeah. And even that bit that just that for me, that very powerful thing of when he undoes the gunpowder and the and
choose up the
she
knife.
says no, and he just does away with it. And yeah. It's powerful because even that thing of that moment in her consciousness when she coming back into herself and her head, where she decides to say no to Rudy, where she said no. That moment where she reclaims, and then that beautiful thing of the body, the drugs draining out of her body. So like she part dead and part alive. I thought was so powerful. And so many of us walk through our lives like that at different points. Where what are we choosing? What are we saying yes to? That beautiful which becomes she like so and she was physically in the bag, so I had to come out of the bag while her spirit regaining control. I thought was such a powerful image. And then when she was now consciously saying, I am going to fight and I'm calling my ancestors and I'm calling the spirits. And not only them, I call all the people who Rudy kill. She called out all because she realized that on this battleground, she needed her body. And all of them came. And then like later on when she realizes when her mother is alive, that she never saw her with them.
Yes.
She never did. Is when she remembers that she saw John, she saw the little girl from the street. She saw, but she did not see.
Did not see me, Jean.
Because she never did. Yeah. Why are you looking here amongst the dead? She's not here.
Come on.
She's risen.
Yes.
She's risen, darling.
Yeah. On the cross. Anyway, let's not talk about that.
Yeah.
Carl, you have some because we've been talking about the different folk characters, and you prepared some lovely slides. I don't know if Fabian was preparing something. I don't know.
Well, I thought all of us.
No, not a thing.
Well, I was just gonna present.
Carl was an A student because
I was gonna present just on old hag from my Substack thing, but you kind of cover it with Sukuyant, I think.
Okay. Yes.
So if you want to go through them, any of them, or you want to go through
Sure, we can just flip through.
All right.
This was just
roll the lovely bean footage.
Just the things that came to me as I was reading, and some of the things that stood out. I think we've seen drawing there of Dambala. Is Dambala that? Let me make sure. Yes, with the snake like body. So
Dambala from where?
So that is one of the Orisha references. So Yoruba. Right.
And Haiti as well, I think also.
Yep.
On top of Dambala. And Nancy.
And what were there? And Nancy were there. Anyone can read, it's not just me. Anyone can I don't think we need to read up the whole thing, but yes, if you know me, or maybe you don't know, Anansi is one of my favorite West African deities from a child, and the fact that this thing is a trickster god, I associate Anansi with almost everything, especially Jamaica and the Caribbean. I call us I think we are Anansi nation.
Yeah, very much so.
You liquid down, you kick we up, we bounce right back. We're dead.
You're bigger than we're gonna outsmart you.
Doesn't matter.
And Eugene Williams has a hope with the Anansi technique.
Absolutely.
Actors and performing.
Eugene Williams.
People who, what was it, American Gods?
Yes.
American.
Orlando Bloom.
That monologue was.
And they took him out of it because Anansi, the spirit of Anansi, frightened them because Orlando Bloom went down in this role.
It's fabulous.
That speech when he's in the sea, in the boat, in the ship, and then in the morgue with the other two people. Yeah, man. And they fired him without him even knowing. Like it's almost like what he did frightened them. Cause them write it, but like what he did with it, and then decided it was too much, and they fired him like unceremoniously, took him out of the show.
What's the name?
It was
American Gods. Yeah.
Orlando Bloom.
Yeah,
No.
he's the actor.
No,
Orlando
Look
Jones.
here.
Orlando Jones.
We're gonna take time
Who
because
played
people them
Anansi.
name in this thing, you know.
Right.
The referencing.
Jones.
But yeah, you know, I mean, for me, Anansi is just it. And though not referenced so much in this, it's just the metaphor for the underdog, the you know, the person that you tend to overlook.
Yes.
That will always triumph.
And sadly, I've heard the Jamaicans talking, but I don't know why they're. Nancy's a liar and he's a cheat. Why they're teaching the children these awful Nancy stories? He's not a positive. He's not a positive figure, and they must stop exposing the children. And this is why we have scamming, and this is why there's so much threat because of this Nancy that you all are pushing. Me ear more than
That's
one.
hardly why, but anyway.
Hardly.
Right. Onward.
That's hardly why. Let's talk about inequality. Anyway.
Sokoya.
Yes, definitely referenced in here. And anyone can recall the first time you heard the term Sukuya and what that was?
I heard it. I didn't know of it. I didn't know of that name. I knew of the Old Hague, which is the same thing basically. But
the Bloodsucker Sukuya. I think the first time was in a play. Was it Chupacabra?
Yes.
Before it was Chupacabra, I think I'd heard it in which one was the AIDS one?
Chupacabra. No, not Chupacabra.
Remember, it was about all the different bloodsuckers.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
The mosquitoes, the vampires, any
yes.
Yeah, man. I was in Chupacabra. I remember what.
Yeah, so that was it. That was the HIV. It was a play about HIV.
It was a play about HIV.
And humans are infecting themselves. It was all about HIV.
Mm-hmm.
What's the one that went on tour? All about
which one?
I think school things that it maybe I said had done it. I don't remember.
One of our sons is missing. One of our sons is missing.
No. It wasn't that. It was in reference to the Sukuyan character, which I know was in Chupacabra, but I was trying to remember the name, and it was a school tour, but I don't think it was Chupacabra. But but yes, Old Hague, Chupacabra.
Yes, I heard of Old Hague first, and then Sukuyan from my Eastern Caribbean people.
Yeah,
right.
I mean, Granny used to say, "Stop hide me." Where you hide? She said to people, "Where you hide me for? Stop hide me." I said, "Granny, what is hide? What that mean?" I said,
"But that is coming directly from Scotland."
Yeah, man. My granny said, "Stop hide me. Stop hide me. I hide me spirit."
Scots Irish is coming from the Hague, the Old Hague.
Yeah, love it.
Also, lots of it's funny when you see lots of the mythical things as well. I know we like to play up the African and how we get it from, but I find that the more people are talking and revealing stuff, a lot of stuff coming out of Ireland, Scotland, that is kind of, and I mean, to be fair, they did talk about a lot of the fact that the masters and so that came were Scottish, were Irish.
But a lot of the Irish were also indentured workers who were living with and working with enslaved.
Yes, and so their folklore and the West African folklore became so much intertwined. Even when you start to think about, I read a small thing when you're talking about the voodoo and hoodoo and all of those things, and there's quite a lot of non-African references, or just the fact that the enslaved had gone throughout Europe as well, and so a lot of the influences come together, such as Sukuya.
And with the whole Hague and Sukuya, the whole skin thing, if you salt the skin,
you can shred the skin and you can salt the skin.
You can salt it before they get back.
Rice at the door.
And also the incessant having to count things.
Yes.
Which Ti-Jeanne uses in the book. When she says she have to stop and count the blood, but
they said the ways to defeat the Sukuya: surround your house with uncooked rice, or dumping loads of rice at an intersection at the center. Then can't count. or she will be compelled to count every grain.
Compelled to count. Neurodivergent.
OCD
travel
maybe.
through the sky as a ball of fire, or an owl.
Yeah.
So then, what is the rolling calf?
Different.
She never mentioned it, but I can show you something on the rolling calf if you want.
No, man, I know. What I'm trying to find out is if what we refer to as rolling calf has Olag Sukayant. Is it the same?
What I know about the rolling calf is that it's supposed to be what happens to a butcher when they die.
Because they kill all the cows.
Because they've been killing cows and stuff.
Cow spirits.
So you should, when you bury them, you're supposed to wrap them in chains.
Horns and
they will come back with the flaming eyes and the chains wrapped around them as a half man, half
cow.
That must have some type of West African something. Yeah. We couldn't just get up and say, you know, a butcher who kills a lot when he dies.
Well, yeah.
But and the thing is, these things just continuously have different interpretations. So I'm going to put in the chat another interpretation of like the rolling calf, right? Because that's what I think I used. I use the image of the rolling calf for Duppy, because Duppy is so general, and the images I was seeing of Duppy, I did not like them.
Casper.
They were of people with locks looking terrible, and I thought, what is that? That is clearly some westernized, also prejudicial.
And interesting, there's a film coming out named Duppy, right? That I'm seeing promoting online.
Okay,
I think so.
Isn't it? Yeah, and interesting.
Well, they can check Origins too.
And the images of a tree with a hollowed out thing in the trunk and two red eyes inside. So there's no physical image of the Duppy, but it's like it's living in a tree.
Oh wow. I'm looking forward to Kurt Wright and Daniel
Noel.
Origins,
me too.
Origins, yeah, I'm really looking forward to that.
Because me, I hear about Origins from Kurt first had the idea of calling this.
I saw it.
I'm like uncle and step your man.
Yes. Getting screening around the place. So.
And then when I saw the second one, the updated one, they had me screaming at the screen. And then they had to change the actor. They got another actor. Yeah. I am so ready for Origins.
Yeah. So the image of the rolling calf here may not be accurate with Duppy, but it is considered one of the Duppies, or 3 foot horse and all of that. So you know, them say again is we Jamaica, Guyana, Trinidad and Tobago. It would be lovely if our other Caribbean nations chimed in on their version of Duppy.
We'd love to hear it. Yeah.
Very, 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 very similar, right? Now, this idea of Duppy talking in high nasal voice, I don't know about that, but
I don't know about that either.
But as I never hear a Duppy talk yet,
we don't know.
Not that I know of.
Man Duppy laugh, ha ha. Woman Duppy laugh, ke.
And there was a king laugh in the book too.
Yeah.
There was a king laugh from a book
right?
in the book.
Yes.
So we have our folk songs that could teach us how Duppy laugh.
Yes.
Right.
Based on gender.
Yes.
I will say I did feel a Duppy box one night. I will say that in the little theater. I don't care if people believe me or not, but it is. I hear that our great actor Charles Hyatt sometimes roams the halls of our wonderful theaters. Some would I like things here
as he should.
Just because Charles Hyatt was a wonderful, funny guy,
and he was also very mischievous and troublesome.
And was mischievous, right?
I could see him, yeah, man. He was very mischievous and troublesome. Yes, we're not taking that back.
I wonder what kind of doctors would be at the ward, because there was a prostitution right across it.
Baby.
The back.
Very awful.
I know there's also said to be a place on the stage at School of Drama where several people have gotten cut, like get cut during productions.
David, I'm gonna need to do the research. I have follow up.
Yeah, man, because somebody had told us there for a place. Somebody had said that there was a place, a spot like on the stage where it seemed that several people. So then you used to
take pictures.
Them used to make so bless up and thing before productions, because people are saying, but not here so they get cut so too, and so
Map out the stage as well, Fabian. Let us know where exactly on the
Right.
stage.
Big up School of Drama. Those people who
Big
have the
time.
intention to study this craft must go.
Must
This
go.
is in no way telling you not to attend the School of Drama. You must go and
Indeed.
study at the Edna Manley College of Visual and Performing
And
Arts.
performing arts.
Big up Dennis Scott Theatre.
Indeed.
Oh boy.
What's the next
Who's
one?
coming
Well,
next?
more?
Mocha Jumbi.
TNT, stand up. Yes, man.
I love the Mocha Jumbi.
Stilt walkers are dancers, frequent parades and festivals. The name is said to be a hybrid merging of the West African term moko, meaning God from Nigerian and Congolese heritage, and the Caribbean name for the spirits of ghosts, Jumbi. It is believed that the Mocha Jumbi arrived in Trinidad by walking all the way across the Atlantic Ocean from the west coast of Africa, laden with many, many centuries of experience, and in spite of all inhuman attacks, encounters, yet still walk tall.
And there was also a spiritual thing where that was said to hover, was look down on mortals from on high. That was incorporated in the Mocha Jumbi. Yeah.
It's such an amazing thing to see, though, because obviously the season for it, we're in the middle of Carnival in Jamaica right now, and you're seeing so much more. You have Walking Tall JA, which is a company, don't misquote me, but I know Simone is high in that. Simone Williams, who is one of the creators, and they're out there. They're out there in the 5K walks.
Simone Harris. Yeah.
They're out there in the 5K walks.
And she's done several trainings. I was part. I did some sessions for her when the first cohort. Yeah, she's done. Yeah, man. And then before that, so my introduction to in the Jamaican space was L'Antoinette, Lacatco.
Mm-hmm.
So she had them in a dance, and then she also has them when she does big things. And then when I was, Trinidad and Barbados. Yeah.
We have a whole lot of them out now. Obviously, they actually brought in some, I believe, from Trinidad for Carnival. Just like how they're bringing the artists, they're bringing in the Jumbe Walkers.
Yeah.
And them out there doing the biggest of things as at an event the other night. And just
it's amazing to watch when
you see somebody, first of all, on these
and them a flip, them a
and them a dance.
And it is amazing.
Like,
it's become a big part of different Caribbean events here in New York City, and I'm sure other places where there's a high Caribbean population. It's a feature.
Which is right.
Rata Productions has used them. They're
as
on
it
the
should
Indian
be.
American Day parade. You see the Mocha Jumbis. Look out for them also in a lot of independent films coming out of the Caribbean.
Yes, which is as it should be. Up. Yes, man.
Our filmmakers use them.
Yes. Crick crack.
I mean, this just stood out for me because, of course, the way the story is told, there is actually a novel called Crick Crack Monkey, and I had to find out this idea of why Ben's story end, because I've never used that, but I love that our writer used that at the end of her story.
Me write my name with a fountain pen. Jack Mandora, me not choose none.
Yeah. All a part of the call and response tradition.
Some get it, some selly.
We don't make no profit.
And is it African American or is it Caribbean? Crick crack, break your mother's back. Is that
never heard that before?
I hear it coming out of more. I don't know if it has Caribbean, but I know that's Black Southern. Black definitely.
Yeah. And again, we talk about the quote-unquote diaspora wars, when really it's all about cotton and cane and where the ship dropped people off. Because the more and more you do the research, you find out that there was a lot of swapping.
Yeah, man.
And we really hold each other's cultures. There's a lot of intermingling.
It's one of the quotes I always remember from Jesse Jackson. He said, "They took us on ships and we just went to different locations."
Locations, that's all it was.
That's all it was. And whoever we mixed with created the names that we use to cover up our language and our culture. But it's the same language, it's the same culture. Yeah.
This was
So
just an
that's
image I
for
found, and
words
I just
has no
thought, I
meaning.
don't know if these people look like this, but maybe
They look like
I
superheroes.
I was trying to find the artist. I couldn't find the artist's name, but I think it was somebody trying to reimagine the Orishas as, creating their own superhero universe with the
Right.
drawings and all of that. So I'm still gonna go down that rabbit hole.
Yeah, man,
Yes,
because everybody's body's built
so
here.
right. So if me never lazy, because I did when we did in the Red and Roll Watershed, I done a whole research and I found a photographer who did a whole series of
Okay.
beautiful images. If me did the work, because I share them, lovely. And then you have an artist who did some paintings of them, and
I mean, you can do some searches on them. You'll find an amazing amount of it. Just pick anyone.
There's
just
I'm just gonna put in the chat what Encyclopedia Britannica. I know that sounds very old school, but some artists who are from Caribbean heritage have been working and doing some good work with the Encyclopedia Britannica as well. So yeah, Fabian,
so
read that there.
apparently, Crick Crack Monkey break it back for a piece of Pomerac. It's from Trinidad, and I guess Crick Crack Monkey is Merle Hodge's book.
Merle Hodge's book. Yeah, man, Merle Hodge.
Yeah. So that seems to connect to Crick Crack Break Your Mother's Back as well.
Yeah, I mean, as I say, because you have, our author can claim all of this. She can claim North America. She can claim Caribbean. It's all in this text that we just read.
Yeah.
And, she's using fully her heritage and you can't deny her North American heritage as well.
Yeah,
that's a part of it. I know a lot
and dirty Crick Crack looked like he would have break anybody back.
Oh my gosh. Crick and crap, may I tell you.
He gets what he wants.
And it's just explanations with Legba, Guardian of the Gate.
Okay.
And we see where the name Legba, and other pronunciations and terms within that.
Right. And then the female version of Legba is Elegua. Yeah.
Well, I believe although they're different, you get a Nancy spirit from a Legba.
Yes, troublemaker, yes.
But
because the Legba, we hide up things and you can't find them and mischief making.
But then also I can imagine if you are the guardian of the gate, you will be quite mischievous.
Listen, I had to just put in the OBS
as you
because
should.
I know that we and this was one of the most least offensive images that I found to deal with phobia.
It's the study of medicine to heal and poison, the observation of celestial bodies, communication with the dead. Obia is generally believed to be heavily based off the Akan people's traditional religion, but it has been influenced by Native American and even East Indian beliefs. Due to its use as a form of rebellion in colonial slavery, it has been outlawed as taboo and still is, despite the fact that the British Empire has retracted its physical presence from the islands. When people speak of Obia, many react with true fear and anxiety, and yet there are many who go to the local Obia man or woman for help with finances, protection, love, and health. Some even go to cause others misfortune.
I like that little last line there.
Which is a line I think we'll latch on to, right?
Which is what I'm saying. It's the small part.
Yeah, and just like
the calling card.
Yeah, and just like voodoo, a lot of people, even Caribbean people, don't realize voodoo is a religion.
Yes,
that people just in them white and go to church is But what we get is the joking that pin in a doll for hire people like that. Yeah, that's what.
Although I saw something about that pin in the doll thing. I don't know if we've shared it with each other. That
probably
it meant something else. Like when you went to the healer and you had an ailment and it was a particular part that to say where the ailment was.
It's
like a record of where was the before.
Yeah.
And so when somebody what cat them say, what do you have all these pins in these dolls for? You're harming people.
What's Asian? What's the Asian?
Acupuncture.
Yes.
But the pins in the dolls, as to say, oh, the last time you were here, you had a pain in your shoulder.
Yes.
Well done, well done.
That's it.
It kind of it makes much sense.
Well,
but
I
also
love me some acupuncture.
The French, the French and the Haitian, you see the voodoo man and the whatever, very much kind of, and they always have the doll. That's something that's
portrayed thing, yes.
Very,
and then
very
what was it? Remember that one of the films that repopularized, was it Serpent and the Something?
Serpent and the Rainbow?
With the zombie making.
I think it was Serpent and the Rainbow.
About Serpent and yes.
So I have these as well. I don't know, maybe some of these weren't mentioned, but the rolling calf,
River Mama.
I generated these images.
No, sir, that is a very fit calf.
Yes, there's even a motorized one right here.
Anybody saw Aston Cook's Country Duppy?
I didn't see it though.
I really love the way they did the rolling calf with that, and I think Jambies did a version in one of the plays too with the flashing eyes and
right.
And do you remember? Do you remember the back when? Anyway. I was gonna say it.
Michael Oriopantaki.
Back when pantomime was pantomime. Who remember Dirty Donny, the monster that came out of the pit and went towards the audience?
Which panto was that?
Was it Trash? Was it? I think it was Trash. Was it Trash?
Trash? Yes, Trash. Oh, that.
Dirty Donny. Remember that one when the monster came out?
Fabulous.
Yeah, and went towards the audience and picked me out to scream and yeah, man.
Beautiful imagery.
I think it was Dirty Donny was the name of the monster. Yeah.
Who is River Muma?
This is River Muma. So some say River Muma, or River Mother. These are my different names. La Sirene, different things. Water Mama as well.
Yes. Water Mama.
In the variations from the African tradition, she might have a woman's upper body with the lower half of a fish or a serpent.
Right. Yeah.
Other variations, she might just appear fully as a woman with legs and feet. Yes. But her hair could be curly or straight or woolly. And she would appear with a mirror representing movement between the present and future.
Right.
And of course, you have our golden table. I'm trying to go through out of it. And our comb.
And that was a pantomime.
The comb.
And stuff, right. So usually,
that was a pantomime too.
Usually they think there, when people are trying to rob, they get sucked into the river, trying to steal her treasure, and then they get sucked
in. Golden table. Yes.
I love how certain generation as a child, you heard about Under the Sea, and you would hear about River Mama, but you never got the idea that they were talking about the same type of thing.
Yeah.
Because why would that other character
Disney Lucky? That half creature, half human, half fish, something is in every single culture.
The mermaid, yes, it's everywhere.
Every single culture.
I mean, Ursula.
No,
the main character.
That's a mermaid. I'm having a mermaid.
The mermaid, the main character. Yeah.
Every culture has some from a mermaid.
Yeah, man. And they also have mermen.
Yes.
Well, would that be?
But you can actually go on YouTube and see so many testimonials of people who talk about mermaids and mermaid sighting. And look here, you even had some recently after Melissa, and they said, because you disrupt the people them thing, the mermaid, the River Mamas had word to come and sit down up at the top like one of them.
Yeah, and also you also have the science and to come to explain that it was manatees. You saw manatees.
Right.
It's not a mermaid. It was a manatee.
Some sexy manatees.
Yes.
So cotton tree, very important.
I love us.
So the silk cotton tree, both feared and respected in Jamaica. Many years, they stood a cotton tree by ferry, which we all know about, near the police station, where the police station is now. On the road from Kingston to Spanish Town, and they called it Tom Kringle's cotton tree after a book, Tom Kringle, Tom Kringle's log. So You would have to be foolish to chop down a Jamaican cotton tree or a silk cotton tree
Mm-hmm.
without first asking permission of the spirits or ancestors.
We'll have to.
The tree is sacred not only in Jamaica but in the Taino, Mayas, Lokono, Ashanti, who all also regard it as a dwelling place of spirits.
Mm-hmm.
So Imogen Kennedy, we all know Queenie,
Yes.
communed with her ancestors within the walls of a silk cotton tree and emerged as Queenie, having knowledge of the African language. So that means, knowledge of the Kumina rituals and the songs and the language.
Yes.
Which she did not know before.
Exactly.
I mean, honestly, and when you think about those things, you kind of have to wonder. I mean, let's get into Avatar and their souls, their tree of souls. And I'm like, listen, man. Well, I mean, there's arguments talking about all of Avatar.
All of Avatar.
All of Avatar. Because the blue people.
Yeah, I would think every culture has them, these trees that have symbolic thing, and whether it's because people were buried there, and so some of the rituals and beliefs are very similar.
But even when you look at, was it the South Sudanese people? Is somebody I saw something on the tribe, and I'm like, but the Avatar people literally
look like
and physically look like the South. I don't know if it's Sudanese,
Yeah.
The tallness,
they do research and then create a thing based on
Hey, look here, Michael. Do you know the first time when I watched Avatar, I called up Dr. Holgate immediately, and I said, Dr. Holgate, did the directors get a hold of your book? Have you, Fabian Carl, have you ever read Michael's book, Michael Holgate's?
I know exactly the one.
Night of the Indigo.
Night of the Indigo.
Yes.
Which I absolutely love. Brilliant. Absolutely love it. That was what I tell Michael. This should be a movie.
No. But because I watched, it was like a year or 2 years or so before Avatar came out. And the first time I sat down and I watched it in Miami, and I said, I said, but this is Michael's book.
But this is not gonna keep happening. We just have to do our own thing.
Yeah.
People with the most money and the most power, then they will always put forward their version of.
Yeah.
And then Michael actually had done a trailer. He'd done the book trailer, which would be like a movie. He did, I love Night of the Indigo. Love it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
But I love this idea. Even now, me ask permission, because I was taught as a child. You don't pick no plant or no flowers in the night.
Hey!
You don't throw water. You don't just throw water outside, so you upset the spirit. You don't sweep after a certain time.
That's why we
Yeah.
Time you pick, and you definitely do not shout into the night, which makes sense.
No.
Because you lose your voice. The spirit take away your voice.
And when food drop is because spirit.
Trying to say that's what you do.
You're shouting at the night.
To be fair, all carnival season, that's all the Caribbean people have been doing. Yeah. They've been shouting into the night.
Yeah, man. And when food dropped because hungry, and then that's the thing, you pour libation for them.
Yeah, I always think so. You
chop a little beer, you fit.
If the liquor spill, you know, say somebody.
Yeah, and then some of the older men, they say they're tipping some of the liquor for those who not here to drink on the physical plane. So it's intentional.
But the thing is that the rum, the white rum, apparently was the first spirit. So that is why you.
Was it white rum or JB?
White rum, because this is plantation. White rum was the first spirit.
My good friend Christopher McFarlane love a liquor and has been around us many times we pour out because things spill and me just remember Chris.
Yeah.
But and you see, it's so funny because if you don't have an idea, which is why I said as diaspora, if we have the opportunity, we must travel. We must go back to the continent. Because when I went, and it was in Ghana, and I think it was an Akan tribe or whatever, and we went, and that's just what they did when we were initially making the circle before we went in to get our names. That's what it was. They used gin but it was just a figurative of anyone.
Right.
And it's funny because what we gave them as offering was a white rum. And one of the people in our group gifted them, the chief, a white rum. And that's what they use because, and they poured it on the ground. And everybody, before getting our names, did I not send that clip to you, Carl? I need to send the clip to you. I never get sent it. I'm going to post it to you guys. You drink it because there's a spirit that is supposed to tell the baby, and it was like very ceremonious love. You did it 3 times. You pour, you drink it. Is this water or alcohol? And you have to say, it's water, alcohol. And that is when you have gone over the point where you can tell the difference as a child. And that is when you're ready for your name. So it's like, drink it. What is this? And it was tied to the child was ready to be named when you could trust the child to not lie. So, or something like that. So if you're drinking it and you can now tell the difference and you're truthful in your response to say, this is water or this is alcohol, which is why the alcohol looks like water. You're looking at the gin or the white rum or whatever. It says, okay, now you can accept your name.
And even that thing of the use of spirits, and then it gets anglicized. Oh, you have to have grape juice because you can't have spirit in the church. You can't.
Rubbish.
So we have to have grape juice.
Rubbish.
No proper libations around here.
They're probably blaming the libations on what the priests used to do with the kids. And so that's why they had to change it.
They were tippling on the altar.
Aren't you glad this is an independent program, not dependent
Indeed,
on Captain Scholars?
We couldn't be anything else but independent.
Not. Uncancelable.
They would have like the episode can't air every week. We're sorry. The episode that was recorded can't be aired, so
editing. Can we edit this portion out?
Yes.
No need.
Oh boy. All right.
This has been a lovely journey.
Good book.
And my physical book, though I had the audio copy, I did have the physical book from the first time around. Although baby and tell me say me did fight out, but I did get the physical book the first time around.
You never get the physical book.
I did.
And we don't know what we're doing next. So
we don't know
verily.
Audio.
We're not running out of the class. We're not running out of the class.
Michael will tell us all what we're doing next in due time. But
yes, we'll figure that out.
Good fun, people.
Yes, we will. Yes, do a little voltage.
Yes.
This is just water, just for anybody wondering.
Okay, good.
Yes, this is water.
I know you can be named, Karen, because I see you're honest. You can be named. You can be named, Fabian. You can be named.
But where are we going to go to get our names? Like which part of Africa?
Well, I got mine in Ghana. I mean, it kind of loses a little bit of the niceness when your group is leaving and you see another group coming in and you're like, damn, it's a tourist attraction. Eh? But
sure is. Yes.
You do get your certificate and your African.
Most of my African DNA apparently is Nigerian.
But Yeah.
I would love to do a testing because that always fascinates me. Like what?
Me too. I would love to.
Yeah, I should do it as well.
The vast
when you go to
majority
Lagos,
Nigeria.
Yeah, for most Jamaicans, it's going to be Nigerian, Ghanaian, Ivory Coast.
Okay.
You know, I remember there was a TikTok reel or something. It might have been Sierra Leone.
I have some of that too.
Showing one of the holes, and they said this one in particular was saved for the most disruptful, and those they sent to Jamaica and Haiti. I said, of course.
I did hear that from before TikTok.
Yeah.
Because teacher used to tell me that a long time when we were in that class.
Yeah. And then as a result, disruptive. Yeah, man. And then as a result, to break them, they sent the harshest, the most brutal plantation owners to break them. Yeah.
And then
we had
years later.
So Jamaica had Thomas Thistlewood as a gift. Yeah.
His book is no.
Yeah.
Because he wrote it down.
It was written down. It's
Wrote
nasty.
it down.
And that then do man right down what they do.
Man. So now them have it. And that if people think something with them read hard, me you said that be mad people.
Oh,
because it is horrific. It is horrendous.
Yeah, man. There are pictures, there are images.
I have no shame. There are certain things I cannot read.
And wrote it down. Yeah.
I'm not reading. There's certain things I just can't.
Yeah, same. I
can't.
Rockaz Book Club.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
We've come to the end of another adventure.
What is my boy? Night Women.
Hey.
Oh, that was I was trying to remember which one, right?
It's Night Women.
The Book of Night Women.
But then we the Marlon already.
Which one of Marlon's already? Yeah.
Kai get award recently, big up yourself.
We should just which one of Kai we're gonna do?
The Last Wonder Woman.
The Last Wonder Woman is very good.
My bet is on Augusttown, but definitely I like them Last Wonder Woman. I like
Yeah. So
my favorite.
Yes.
Are we looking for something more light?
This is Augusttown. Then at the wrong Arthur, yeah, choose.
That's why I asked the question. Are we looking
yes, we'll go back to the list. We'll go back to the list and look.
But
for something lighter.
I enjoyed Augusttown, and there are light moments in that as well. But these writers, what people write. I mean, it's
going to say, although Shana talks about light, and we can't do a light, but the truth about it is Caribbean authors don't favor light.
Yeah,
we make light of things.
Yeah. Right. But I do think we have some lighter ones on the list.
Light, yeah.
I need to write a book. I need to write a light book.
You shouldn't.
People.
Yeah.
It has been good.
Till next time.
Yay. Bye.